Yeah, it's definitely night and day. Just getting used to the playbook is really my biggest thing. Getting used to staying low, being in a three-point stance. There's a lot of stuff that was different between receiver and tight end. So I think, like I said, night and day. Just a big change from going from the outside coming into the trenches, really. So yeah, I think a lot has changed.
You knew, of course, it would be a little bit of a switch. You know, you had a little bit of experience of playing in high school. Maybe what was the biggest enjoyment you got out of the experience last year?
I think for me, just hitting people. I fell in love with it. Once I just started putting my head down and just really started to run people over. So I think that was my biggest enjoyment out of the whole thing. Just being in the trenches, something I thought I really wouldn't want to do, being out in receiver. And then once I got into it, I fell in love with it.
When you think of the room you're a part of, and all, one, the different personalities you have, but two, also skill sets. In terms of the depth of when you first got into the room and now, how much has that depth really improved?
I think you just see everyone just growing constantly, everyone growing, whether it be in their leadership, their ability on the field, or just whatever it may be, and just us growing together. I think it's been, just a big change, coming from the receiver room. It's similar, but me being able to come in and see everyone grow in different ways, I think it's been night and day as well, just how everyone kind of goes with each other and how we correlate with one another. So I think it's been just a pleasure to be able to see everyone grow the way I have.
Everyone, of course, wants to be either the number one guy or say, hey, I'm the best in that room. But how much does really Zach Larkin really set the tone for all of you guys within the group?
Yeah, I think Zach Larkin just sets the tone by just doing things right, being a leader. Being able to watch on film and see how to do the technique when I'm struggling with a certain thing, or him encouraging in different ways and helping in ways that I can't quite help get, not knowing certain things, and his knowledge of the playbook. So I think Zach just brings an excellent knowledge of the game, knowledge of the position, something that some players just can't bring, and some players can in different ways.
I know everyone wanted to play, wanted to play games right now, but even though you haven't gotten that chance, where do you feel you yourself have improved here in the fall and the opportunities you've had to practice?
Getting used to my size. Last year, I think I ended around 225-ish, and I started this camp at about 250. So getting a lot bigger and being able to get used to my size and get used to moving around, I think that was a big help going into the spring season now, being able to move at this weight.
Is it pretty easy now? I know you've always been able to boss around Big Brother Mike, but now with being the big 250, is it a little bit easier to push him around?
It's a little bit easier to push him around, but he doesn't like to take anything lightly, so it'll end in an altercation regardless.